Hey traders and investors, welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth. It's Rod with Pow Group. It is Wednesday, March 10th. Welcome back for a daily market recap. We're going to go over some news and events in today's video. Then we'll look at the broader market and what we can expect into the end of the week. So before we do, make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel. So we saw that the House passed the 1.9 trillion relief bill and it's off to Biden for the next step. And we saw that the White House had some commentary saying that he plans to sign it into law on Friday. So we could potentially see a down day, in my opinion, tomorrow. And then we've been saying for a while now that we're going to melt up into that stimulus. We also saw that Merrick Garland, who is a pro advocate for MJ, confirmed as U.S. Attorney General by Senate, and that came after a vote was 70-30. We also saw that in the pre-market that the market jumped on the CPI index numbers that came in. And the 10-year yield falls after Treasury auction demand is adequate enough to ease investors' fears. So again, if we're starting to see the yields and the inflation fears that we're seeing now, what's going to happen when we print another 1.9 trillion? And they're talking about even more stimulus coming later on in this year, depending on the recovery of the economy. But there's going to come a time where the markets, we run out of buyers and we start to perceive stimulus as no longer bullish. And I think that time is coming where we're starting to, people are starting to wake up and smell the coffee, and they're starting to say, oh yeah, maybe printing trillions and trillions of dollars is going to come back to bite us one day. So crypto savvy SEC chair nominee clears Senate panel. So we saw that Gary Gensler's approval today came after a panel voted 14-10 in favor of, and he was the former chairman of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, CFTC. And very, very savvy, but after that news came out, we saw crypto at a pretty nasty pullback, and we were going for an all-time high test on Bitcoin. We were within about $1,000. Everybody was probably cheering on, just ready for the all-time high tests and ready to post to crypto Twitter. And there we go. We're back into lost the 15-minute uptrend, and we're consolidating quite heavily here now. And all crypto pulling back, but Bitcoin in a daily uptrend, weekly uptrend, monthly uptrend. We knew that we were probably going to top out here as the most likely scenario. I mentioned this in our private live stream for members. We had increasing bull volume, but the most likely scenario was we top out here, form a higher low somewhere around here, around 50,000, come down, set a higher low, and then break through that all-time high resistance. Bulls are tired, and this is a huge move. 6 days in a row of daily bounce. And like I said, coming up to that all-time high resistance, the most likely scenario was we pull back. So SPY closes at 389.50. It is up to 389, 390 here after hours. So pretty nasty drop there into the end of the day. 5-minute downtrend confirmed. And like I said, selling off here with crypto. And it looks like crypto may have started selling off first. So again, another indicator, yeah. So in the last hour and 15 minutes, and Bitcoin, yeah, so Bitcoin started to sell off about 2 hours ago, and SPY just catching up as a laggard there into the end of the day. Certainly some profit taking, but we're still cautious. Again, not really much has changed on SPY, so this is going to be a shorter video today. But we had resistance here at 390.92, and we actually had a double top of 390.92. So you can see here, if we zoom out from the previous daily bounce, we had 390.92, and today, a lot of bears top fishing that high of that previous daily bounce, and lo and behold, 390.92, we pulled back significantly to 388. Lost about 3 basis points there. $3 on SPY, and then we went into a 5-minute uptrend, and we broke above that resistance on that news of the House passing stimulus. But on the daily time frame, we do have a doji here on the daily, so a little bit of indecision. It's a possibility for a daily inside bar tomorrow, but we're right at resistance. And again, just like Bitcoin, we've run for the last 5 days. We would anticipate now that we're at resistance that we come down, set a daily high or low. The difference is Bitcoin's already confirmed a daily uptrend, and SPY has yet to do so. We're still in a daily downtrend, so we did break above that resistance, so we technically negated the downtrend, so we were essentially flat in terms of the trend, but we closed back down below, so I'm going to consider that still in a daily downtrend and a resistance rejection and a nice V-shaped recovery there on the bull for the bulls. But like I said, potentially see a down day tomorrow. That's what I would like to see, a pullback to about 384, 385, and then set those daily higher lows, and then into Friday, break above resistance of today at 391.40, confirm a daily uptrend, and we can be confident that the weekly higher lows are set and temporary bottoms are in, and we're no longer looking for more downside and looking toward potential all-time high tests as well, just like Bitcoin. But Bitcoin pulling back from within $1,000, certainly a bit of a red flag here for market bulls as well. QQQ certainly looking like the lower high might be set. Again, daily downtrend still intact and closes near the low of the day. If we lose the low of the day today, going to be very important, 310.17. If we lose that tomorrow, daily consolidation is underway and we'll look for a higher low compared to 297.45. And we'll be scouting daily trend changes attempts on QQQ as well. So the dollar pulling back, daily consolidation underway. So we're looking for a higher low here compared to 90.63. If we lose 90.63, we lose the daily uptrend, but in a daily and weekly uptrend on DXY. IWM, almost 2% gain today. And again, getting over resistance, but pulling back and likely needing to consolidate tomorrow. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a down day tomorrow. SMH, so again, moving in tandem with QQQ, the tech sector, closed near the low of the day, likely setting up for daily consolidation tomorrow. And the more names, the more ETFs in the broader market that confirm daily consolidation, the more we'll expect that for other indices as well, such as the S&P 500. TAN, the solar sector, closing near the low of the day. Oil already consolidating on the daily, so another potential that we see more daily consolidation. So the more names that start to consolidate, and we're seeing some bearish RSI divergence here on the daily RSI. So you can see here we're trending lower highs and lower lows, while we're trending to higher highs and higher lows on the price. So we're seeing some bearish RSI divergence there on the daily. Wouldn't be surprised if we see more daily consolidation into tomorrow. So gold and silver getting its daily bounce underway, but struggling at EMA 12. Gold has yet to test its EMA 12, but I've been saying for a couple of days now that I've been bullish on gold. And we've been calling out 1670 on gold for the summer. A lot of people said we were crazy, but here we are, tested 1676, got within $6 of that target, and I flipped bullish. I know a lot of people were bullish on the metals back here when we changed the weekly trend. After coming out of a weekly downtrend into a weekly uptrend, smacked down by the bears. After changing the weekly trend straight into a lower low, that was a huge red flag. And then here we are hitting 1670, our target that we've been calling out for months and months and months. XBI, pretty much flat on the day. The biotech sector, home builders ETF saw a decent day, huge bounce off of its lows. Volatility has returned in a big way. XLE up over 2.4%. And not surprising with the strength in oil as well. XLF up 2% on the day, the financial sector. And the healthcare sector closed near the low of the day. Upper wicks forming for the last 3 days. Wouldn't be surprised if we start daily consolidation tomorrow as well. So on the bull and bear list, in terms of some individual tickers, we had AMC, CWEB, OPK, and MU on the bear list. On the bull list, we had VEGA, MVMD, Riot, GME, and BA. So Tesla had a nice bounce today. So the EV space was seeing some, wow, he had a nasty reversal though. We had a decent day today, but we topped out at EMA 26. Again, we're just in daily downtrends. We knew that the most likely scenario was lower highs. And again, just like SPY, we'll anticipate higher lows around the 620, 600 level. And then you could set your stop below these lows here. But we're going to be scouting daily consolidation if we lose the low of the day today at 655. If we lose that tomorrow, daily consolidation is underway. Careful for a potential gap down. We saw weakness in tech, in QQQ, and now in the EV space. But we hit a high today of 717 and pulled back, ultimately trying to hold the EMAs, but we just barely closed below EMA 12, sitting at 670. So wouldn't be surprised if we see some more downside there as well. So again, going to do another video on the MJ sector, and we've got some MJ news to go over as well. So you can watch out for that video coming your way here shortly. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth for a daily market recap. Best of luck into tomorrow, and just be aware that we could see some consolidation tomorrow, and now is the time to start developing your game plans and to be ready for all scenarios. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow and a little bit later on after for an MJ sector review. Take care, everybody.